Here, double check everything. All right, it's about that time of the evening, guys. I know I'm a bit late, but that's okay. All right, let's head right into the game. So yeah, guys, we're heading to Singapore today for the next race. We will be doing 22 races, 22 laps for this race, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're gonna head right in and get to it. So, 1 practice time, full quali, and 22 laps. Let's do it. Let's head to Singapore. Alright, let's head out on track, guys, and have a good session. So, just gonna fix some wires really quick, then we're gonna head out. Alright, let's get to it, and let's do a drive.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Alright, let's do this. I'm about to do, let's say 4 laps and see what happens. After those 4 laps, we'll see. So, I'm gonna run these laps, and then I'm gonna keep my mic on until after I do my out lap. After my out lap, I will So yeah, after my out lap, I will turn off my mic and just run the races. Right. So yeah, guys, this is not my favorite track when it comes to turning, because there's like so many corners, and they're like fast corners. They're not even slow. So it's like it becomes not fun after a while of driving certain corners. Like, look how fast this corner is. It's ridiculous. Alright, so I will be going quiet for a bit. Enjoy the laps, guys.
fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 31.2. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
So yeah guys, I might not go back out because I'm looking at my engine components and it's not looking so well. So what I'm gonna do is I might just spend the rest of the time in the pits trying to fix my engine, which might just lead straight into qualifying. So let's see how bad it is and how long it's gonna take, because I want my engine to be top so I can
Okay,
we don't
mate,
have to
our
worry
best
about
lap
it.
so far, 1:31.6.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Okay, gearbox 17 minutes, and then whew.
We're 17th in the speed trap, 302.3 kilometers per hour.
So I'm gonna just skip the time ahead because, as you guys can see, it's gonna take about maybe whatever is left of practice, and then yeah, because I need to at least fix my gearbox, and I didn't even fix it. My turbocharger, I didn't fix it, so that's I had to fix the gearbox. 'Cause if not, going into a race with a really bad gearbox can really be a really bad race. So like I said, I usually take a penalty in like about Texas or around there. I don't take a penalty in Singapore because that one really sucks. So I take the penalty in Texas. So yeah. So enjoy the time while it is, because my engine is so bad I have to not actually get a good practice. And I was so late for my stream. I could have done this in my other stream, my other like practice session, but I didn't have the time, so I had to do it on the live practice stream, unfortunately. So sorry for not giving you guys a drive today. You guys are just gonna get drives during quali and yeah, the race. So enjoy, guys. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Thank you for joining the stream. Yep, I'll definitely try having a good race, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you stay tuned for the race. But as you guys can see right now, I'm just waiting for this timer to go down, and then the session will end, and then we go into qualifying. So I'm good, man. I'm doing very well myself right now, and yourself? Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for the support, man. Appreciate the love, man. And I'm send you back a subscribe as well too. Thank you, man. All right, thank you. Yeah, have a good night, man. Yeah, that was really nice of him, man. No, I'm definitely gonna drop a subscribe on him. I think it was, I don't know where he streams, but I feel like he streams maybe on Twitch, maybe. We'll see. No, I appreciate that. That was love, man. That was definitely love for sure. That is definitely love for sure, man. Alright, there's about 4 minutes and some left. Hopefully this goes on fast. So, hold on guys, we'll get through this.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time.
So yeah, guys, that was end of practice. And I'm also hoping that my car kind of did its thing. Hopefully all the engine parts that I could have done there did their thing, because if not, it's gonna hinder me for the race, because it's going into quality. This is going straight into quality. So let's get right into it. I'm excited for this race because I want to get it over with. Not my fondest race. Can I even do it now? I think if I do it now, it might even give me a penalty. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it'll give me a penalty still here because it's quali. Yeah, so none of the parts went through. That's for my gearbox, yeah. See something. Yeah, put it at 4. Leave it at 4. Alright, let's head right into qualifying. Hopefully the engine is not so bad that I have a slow or bad quality, so let's see what happens.
It is one of our great cinematic settings of the season. Welcome to Singapore. We're under the floodlights with the walls close and pole position up for grabs.
Okay, we seem to be having a few software issues at the moment. Sit tight for a few minutes while we reboot some things, okay?
Alright, so yeah, we're heading out on track. So yeah, I had to wait for a minute because of an engine component or slight problem, but I did add an engine component, so they needed to add it in. So with that being said, Let's head out for first practice in quali. Enjoy it, guys.
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
That was a decent lap. Really decent first lap. Just hopefully I stay on the top of the board, the leaderboard for it. So let's hopefully I stay on the top of the board, because I feel like Max will push me down and like really like take me out the race. So let's see. I usually get taken down by Max most of the time, so let's see what happens. Hopefully that's not the case, but let's see. That was a good lap though.
Right, so far our best lap 1 minute 30.3.
So yeah, let's see who did what time.
Okay, we're 20th in the speed trap, 306.9 kilometers per hour.
So Max did a 1 lap already. He's coming back in as we speak. Where is he? He did his 1 push lap already, so he's definitely gonna come back into the pits. Yeah, he's coming back into the pits. And he did Okay, the gap between me and Oscar is...
The track's pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there, get a few laps in.
Yeah, the gap between me and Oscar is real, bro. It's only 159. Because Oscar did a 130.9, .4. I did a 130.3. And Oscar has a faster sector than I do. But I have the two fastest sector 3. Because me, I did first sector 27.1. Sector 2...
Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the simulator, but nothing beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place.
So, I did a 37.8 for a second sector, which is the fastest sector of the whole session, and then for the third sector I did a 25.2, which is also the fastest of the session.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button and you can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
So yeah guys, so like I said, we're just gonna have to wait until it's time to head back out and try to do an improvement lap, and then after the improvement lap, let's see if I actually need it. I'm gonna go out on track anyways just to be safe, but let's see. There's about 7 minutes or so in counting, so stay tuned.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1:30.3.
I do. I'm just not talking because right now there's not much to talk about. But I was just looking at the drop zone and I can clearly see Daniel Ricciardo, Logan Sargent, Yuki, Gasly, Bottas, and Magnussen is in the drop zone. So just waiting for the time to head back out on track after, if I need to head back out. And most of the time I don't talk when I'm driving because I want to stay focused on the road. But I hope you enjoyed the stream though. After quali, we're gonna head right into the race, so should be fun. 22 laps on a track that on a street track that I don't really favor that much. I'm gonna head out for the improvement lap. I don't think I need it, but we're gonna try anyway, so let's see what happens. Yeah, as you guys can clearly see is that my first sector was good, but then my second sector was really bad. Going into the third sector, obviously, but
Okay, we can take you this lap.
but because quali's done, I'm just gonna head back into the pits instead of going around on the line. So I'm still at the top of the board for quali. So let's head right into Q2 and have a good first lap. Alright guys, so this is the end of Q1. Let's see who is out. So at the bottom, at the end of Q1, you have Pierre Gasly in P20 in an Alpine. You have Logan Sargent and Williams in P19. Valtteri Bottas and Kik Saba in P18. Daniel Ricciardo in a V-Carb in P17. And Nico Hulkenberg in P16 as the bottom 5 who is out in Q1. So let's head into Q2 and let's see who's going to be dropping out, and let's get a good first lap as well, and maybe try to get an actual improvement lap. So enjoy. Let's head right into Q2.
Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Alright, so that was the lap, guys. So I'm at the top of the table. Let's see if I stay there. Hopefully I stay there. So, yep. So as you guys can see, I'm at the top of the table right now. I still can't get the fastest sector, the first fast sector. I always get sector 2 and sector 3 fast, but like sector 1 is not my best.
Best lap so far, 1 minute 30.0.
Okay. Is this Max's first lap? Where is he? Yep, it's his first lap. So let's see where he goes. I'm curious. Bro, the gap is 8. This is ridiculous.
We're 15th in the speed trap, 307.8 kilometers per hour.
He took the first 2 sectors from me like it was nothing. Wow, okay. Damn. I guess I got a lot improvement to do when I go out on my improvement lap. I wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting him to get second, but like not that close. He took the first sector and the second sector. Alright. See you guys back in track in about a few minutes time. Alright, let's do this. We're heading out. Let's do it. This should be an interesting lap. Let's see how much I can improve, guys. yeah, guys, no improvement out there for me. That was a bit unfortunate, so let's just head right into the pits and then call it the evening and then head into quality Q3.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Alright, let's head into the box. Yep. Alright, yep. So yeah, that was it. I believe I still got pole there, so when my car goes in the garage, I don't know if I got pulled or not, because I know the gap was a bit crazy. I don't think Max went out, and if somebody went out and did an improvement better than me and Max, they will take pole. Let's see. Yep, didn't change. Nobody changed. Okay, perfect. So let's see who is out in Q2. So out in Q2, you have Alex Albon in the Williams in P15, Zhou Guanyu in a Kicksauber in P14, Kevin Magnussen in a Haas in P13, Esteban Ocon in an Alpine in P12, and Yuki Tsunoda in a V-Carb in P11. And the top 10 that's heading into Q3 is Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, George Russell, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and myself. So let's head right into Q3 and get pole position for this race. Let's do it. And hopefully have a great first lap where the gap is not that crazy close. Like, I need to have a bigger gap than I did. So let's head right out and get that lap in. I got P4? Jeez, bro. This track does not like me at all. Like, how the hell did I get P4? I did a very good lap. And obviously you guys can see I'm not even improving on the second lap.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Jeez. I'm P5, I'm P6 now. Yeah, I'm doing a lot more improvements here now. Let's see if it pushes me up. Nope, it does not. It just dropped me. Wow, I'm disappointed, man. P6. I'm gonna try something after and see what happens. So there might be a small interruption somewhere along the way. But stay tuned.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1:30.2.
Yep, sorry for that, guys. Yeah, no, I'm a bit disappointed right now. P6, wow. Very shocking. I need to fix that when I go back out on track.
We're currently 10th in the speed trap, 306.9 kilometers per hour.
Yep, I'm in P6, guys. Hence why I don't really like this track. Never had good pole position on here. I've never had a good race weekend on this track.
Qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be
So
sure to join us then
position
for
to
what will
catch up
no
to.
doubt be a fantastic race.
Let's hope so. Let's head right into that right now, because I am a bit disappointed with where I'm starting on track. So let's hope we can get pole position. So okay, there's going to be a quick interruption when I go back to the main screen, guys, so stay tuned to that. All right. So from here, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to like try to bring this up a little bit. Like I really don't want to bring it up, but I'll bring it up by 1. And if it needs to go higher than that, I know what to do. I have to fix it, because I know how much I gotta make up, considering I'm starting in P6, not my best race start. So yeah, so from here I'm gonna head right into the race. Just give me a few seconds and then we'll get right to it. All right, so yep, let's do it. So enjoy the track introduction, and then yeah, talk to you guys just before the formation lap ends, when the race is about to start. And then yeah, I'll see you guys after the race.
It's the Singapore Grand
So
Prix,
enjoy
where
this.
Sebastian Vettel has the most wins here with 5. Who will be lifting the trophy today here at the Marina Bay Circuit? This is a wonderful racetrack to come to, but it's sometimes been a bit tricky to overtake. We have a new layout to try and change all of that. Reduced to 3 miles, it's turn 16 and turn 19, which has gone from corners to a straight. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Fernando Alonso lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Henry, Norris, Stroll, Sainz, Tsunoda, Ocon, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Bottas, Sargent, Gasly, Hamilton, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Welcome to the commentary box and welcome to Naomi Schiff. I'm Alex Jakes. Naomi, this is going to be interesting. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Here we go then. The formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. They're almost ready to take the start of the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Yep, enjoyed the race, guys. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys after the race. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race as much as I will, and I'll try to make up those positions at the start lap. So enjoy guys, and stay tuned. Not my best start on track, but it is what it is, so enjoy. Nope, that's a restart. Hell no. There's no way that just happened. I got bumped because I tried to cross a track. It's crazy, man. There we go. Let's do this properly.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. gap to the car in front, 2.0 seconds. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds. approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, mate, let's try and climb up the order if we can. We're setting you a new target. Push, push. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.8 seconds. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. And some information on Leclerc. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit stop. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Max is coming in for his stop. The Mercedes drivers just moved into first place. Okay, mate, Alonso's ahead of you. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Tyre condition still looking good. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Alonso behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, 7 laps to go. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.7 seconds. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. You're in first position, front of the pack. That's Alonso behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 4 laps remaining. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 1.8 seconds.
Guys, we're almost there. Almost there. Ooh. Love the win so far. Here we go. That's the win, baby. That's the win. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Ooh, let's go. That was a good race.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today.
It's not every day that we get to see such incredible wheel-to-wheel racing. Next time, they might consider making it easier for themselves, but today, we absolutely loved all the action that we got to see out there.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, guys, that was a good race. Really great race. Let's see the standings. Ooh, almost 100 points up on Verstappen. Wow, okay. And we already won the constructors, so I don't need to go over that. Let's check out what happened during the race. So, no incidents. Okay, yeah, consider after I did my restart, I restarted the whole race. There's no incidents. Wow, okay, that's crazy. Yeah, let's head right into the highlights, and then from the highlights, head right back to the main page, and to tell you guys what is gonna happen next and what the next race is. So, let's head to it. Yeah, that was a really great race, minus me slopping the wall in lap 18. But that was a good race. Really great race. So yeah, let's head back and see all the cool stuff that's happening. That was a good win, man. Really good win. Let's see what I will do next. Ooh, the boat went up. Let's hopefully my overalls rating keep going up as well. Yes, sir, it is. So yeah, guys, that was a race. So yeah, I did very well. See, my accolades are almost done. Well, championship points accolades are almost done because I think I dropped the gap even more now. So it should have been like, now it's like what, 2,988. Hold on, let me do that really quick. So I'm missing 12 points to finish that off. If I get 12 more racing points, which I really should, which should be really easy. If I win the race, I'll definitely get all 12 points, and I will finish off that accolade, which I'm happy for. And obviously, I don't have any rivalry but my teammate rivalry, which is currently winning. So, and yeah, guys, that was really great. I'm really happy with what I did. R&D, guys, for the next race, I'm taking a penalty because this has to go. So I will be taking a penalty in the next race. And yeah, as you guys can see right now, there is a big gap between me and Max. And let's count the wins so far. So I've got 2 in Austria, Silverstone makes 3, Hungary makes 4, Belgium makes 5, Netherlands makes 6, Monza made 7, Baku, Azerbaijan made 8, and Singapore made 10. So when I take my penalty in Mexico, in Texas, and I can still get back to P1 and win the race, then let's see. Also, the penalty will be coming along because the next race is going to be a sprint race. So you guys are going to get 1 practice, sprint quali, sprint, and then race. So if I get a win, if I get both wins in Texas, it's going to double up on my win total. And like I said, I might get the trophy in Mexico or in Brazil. Let's see. So with that being said, let's head right back out to the main page, and yeah, call it a day from here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today, and see you guys back here tomorrow night for some more excitement racing and on track driving. So that was definitely fun. I've definitely enjoyed that. I was panicking a little bit there, but I did very well, but I helped it too. So thanks for joining, guys, and don't forget to click that like button, that subscribe button, and also share with other F1 fans or other people who enjoy watching live streams or racing live streams. So thank you for all the support, and yeah, have a good night, guys, and peace out.